Good evening, and please rise and we'll have the pledge of the flag. No. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. I don't know if I should do this or not. Before we get started, I just want to state that the things that have been going out and around in the county about the annex and about the building that we purchased for the health department and stuff like that, I just want to get things clarified on this. We're not raising nobody's property taxes, and the money is being used, is being well spent. And if people doubt that we do need an annex, just come to the courthouse. I took a tour, and our court systems are very, very crowded. And when you think the juvenile probation's got an office that's so cramped they can't shut a door and they can't have private meetings, we gotta start and stop something there. And then on the building that we purchased from the hospital at Medic Way, that money was used out of the 911 for the landfill money, and it did cost the taxpayers a dime. Yes, we might be able to use it for something else, but the health department needs to go somewhere, and we need a health department. So, anyway, I'm done. I vented. I said my problem, and then we can get started with regular
Commissioner,
business.
back to piggyback on that, people might say that about that has fund. What they have to understand is there are very limited uses that it can be used for.
Right.
This is one of them.
Yeah, health and safety.
Yeah, that's why it's being utilized as such.
Yeah. So, anyway, okay, I'm done. All right, what's the bids for the sheriff's department?
So, these are the vehicles that are behind dispatch, either seized vehicles or vehicles from our department that don't work anymore. They've already been approved by you. 10 out of 11 have been approved by you guys to go ahead and sell. We just have one 2016 Chevy Tahoe that needs to be approved by you guys to go ahead and sell, which is in that bid.
Yep.
So,
We need to add it.
Yep.
Add it to the other ones. I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
Unanimous. Quick and easy when we open it up. This is the only one we got?
We have one bid?
Yep.
All right. Woohoo!
I didn't submit mine. Do what?
I won't change it now.
You know me to open it?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Way to go, Sheriff.
Okay. It's from G Scrap Metal Parts LLC in Stilesville, Indiana. The Ford Taurus, $375. The Oldsmobile Intrigue, $375. The Toyota Tundra, $475. The Pontiac Sunfire, $375. The GMC Savannah. Do I need to read them all? Or just
No.
do the total?
I was asking Christine if she was keeping up.
Oh, okay.
I think
Well,
you need to say you accept
the total
it.
bid was $5,400. Yes, we will. I'll make a motion to accept these after you guys look at them. There you go. Stephanie told me to make it quick.
Why, is there a baseball game on? Oh, shoot. Yes, there is.
I second his.
I make that
G-
unanimous. Yep. Yep. So, how long do they have to get them? Oh, 7 days.
Is these the titles for that stuff, or these? So we'll sign them at the end. Okay.
There you go.
Thank you. Okay. Next thing on the agenda is, do you want to come up and say something about this, Mr. Sheriff?
Prompt you for words of it. Over the years, from time to time, we'll end up in here as a proclamation for all law officer Memorial Day. It's inevitably signed by the president of the commissioners. So if you would like to go ahead and read it and see where it goes from there, we have president of the Fraternal Order of Police here, and several police officers and family of Jim Ball also that. And then I'll share with the banner graphic a photo of a gentleman by the name of Gene Beck that was sitting on the commissioners in the middle of this table many moons ago for a proclamation of the same. So,
Okay. All right. To all whom these presents may come greetings. Presents may come greetings. Sorry, everybody. Whereas citizens, it is essential for us to acknowledge the dangers and stresses that are an inherent part of the responsibilities of law enforcement officers, and also express our appreciation for their willingness to accept these circumstances. And whereas law enforcement officials who perform courageous, unselfish services every day are an inspiration to everyone. And whereas it is important to reaffirm our pride in local, state, and federal law enforcement officers who protect our lives, rights, and property, and whereas today and every day it is fitting that we honor the memory of those officers who made the ultimate sacrifice in serving our community by risking and losing their lives to preserve our safety. Now therefore, I, Andy Beck, President of the Putnam County Board of Commissioners, do hereby proclaim May 15, 2026 to be Police Officers Remembrance Day in Putnam County, and I ask all citizens to join me in this observation. Thank you.
Very good, thank you.
Come on up, everybody.
If several copies there, so you can pass them around the family and stuff. All right, come on up, family.
I'll second that, Christina. One of us had to second that, so, and you'll make that unanimous? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and Tom makes that unanimous, Christina. I seen you over there with the fingers ready.
He's gonna go in the veterans room.
Is Tom's hair all right?
Is it?
Yeah, fix your bangs.
3, 2, 1. Rick, your eyes are closed.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sneaking one in there, huh?
So look at that, sneaking in there.
Oh, sorry. Yes, ma'am. You're welcome. Oh, shit.
Okay, next up is the JRAC opioid settlement funding recommendations. Come on up, sir.
Good evening.
Hi.
How are we this evening?
Excellent. Good.
All right, so we had a funding deadline cycle for February 2026. The JRAC opioid settlement funding subcommittee met and reviewed the applications that we received, and then made a recommendation to the full JRAC council, and they voted to put forth the 2 applications that I forwarded to you. One is a $600 ask from Cloverdale High School for some clubs that they have there, Bring Change to Mind and Time Out for Mental Health. The cost of the program is actually $1,100, but they were receiving some additional funding, or had some funding set aside to pay for part of it, so the $600 was going to cover
Be the
rest of
remainder.
it. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. The other request, application, is a renewal application from Cummins Behavioral Health Systems, from Elizabeth Wampler, and this was for uninsured and underinsured individuals seeking substance use and mental health treatment at Cummins. Again, this was a renewal application. They had applied for this once before, received the $10,000, was able to provide services, I believe, to 27 individuals the last time. 23 were assisted, 27 were referred and 23 were actually assisted. Awards ranged anywhere from $19 to $1,000. Average assistance was $434.78. So we felt like this was an appropriate request, and so these are the 2 applications that we're putting forth to you for final approval, so that we can then distribute those funds.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
I'll make that unanimous.
What was the amount for Cummins? Is it 10,000 again
10.
for the renewal?
10,600 is the total from the 2 applications.
Yeah, Cummins is 10,000. Yeah.
I also thought that this would be a great opportunity then to take some time and provide you with kind of a snapshot or a summary report for the opioid funding settlement funds that have been distributed thus far. So I prepared the summary report that I had forwarded to you. This now only covers the grant cycles from September of 2024 and February of 2025. We had another cycle in October of 2025, but that's only been about 6 months, and so those final reports have not all come in. So I did not include this past cycle in this summary report. But with those two cycles, over $400,000 was awarded total. The largest single award went to the Sheriff's Department for the jail body scanner in the amount of $162,500. In terms of funding, money awarded, the highest category represented would be public safety and justice with 76.6%. However, in terms of how it aligns with the Schedule E, which is the approved uses for the opioid money, the prevention category made up about 44% of those applications. So, based on those final reports, some observations, a substantial portion was directed towards county systems responding to opioid-related public safety and risks. Second tier of investment focused on treatment access and recovery support. And then youth and family centered prevention funding was also supported with these applications that were submitted. I provided you with a grant-by-grant summary, so it shows all of the agencies that received funding, the amounts that they were awarded, their primary use of the funds, and then their reported results or outcomes. And then, of course, we've made the determination that all of the applications need to follow a Schedule E application, so it's a restricted application. And so there was a summary with regards to how that aligned with Schedule E. Overall, the submitted final reports show that Putnam County uses opioid settlement funding across a balanced continuum of responses, upstream prevention and education, treatment and recovery access, and downstream justice public safety interventions. The documented spending reflects both immediate operational needs, such as transportation, equipment, and school-based programming, and then also longer-term community capacity building through recovery support, education, and family-focused resources. We're really kind of pleased with this report to see how broad of a spectrum or net that we've cast, as far as being able to fund different projects. It wasn't all just spent on one purpose, and that's really exciting. So I feel like we've done a great job, and the applications that we've received have been really balanced, and I hope we continue to provide that for the county.
Yeah, you've done a tremendous job.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. It's
So
really
I know-
the whole JRAC, the Justice Reinvestment
I know
Advisory
Commissioner
Council,
Helmer's on that.
and the subcommittee. They've put a lot of thought and time and effort into making good decisions.
Yeah, I know a lot of counties that are struggling and arguing over what to do.
I hear you.
Yeah,
I
and
agree.
we have taken it and really used it well.
Yeah.
Christina, do you know, do we have reports for this that we have to give for this opioid money? I've never heard anything. So I was the administrator of it when it started there however many years ago. I also got an email a month or two ago. There's a new one, a new settlement.
Oh.
So we should have more. I signed the documents, and supposedly more documents are coming. I don't have any dollar amount, but
Okay.
so.
There is an annual report that must be filed. I believe it's with FSSA. And I've been completing
Okay,
that.
you've been doing that.
On
Okay.
behalf of
All
the
right.
county
All right.
for the past couple of years.
Yep.
It's an online report, and it's basically the same kind of thing that you would find in this summary report.
Yep.
I do have a copy of the report that I filed last year. I can forward that to you.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
No,
I'm sorry.
No,
Okay.
No,
All
no.
right.
Nope, I was just curious. I knew there has to be some report somewhere.
Yes, there-
Just making sure we're covering our bases.
There is, yeah. And, you know, as a condition of receiving the funding, the recipient is required to, like I said, to submit that final report after the services are provided. So with your permission, I'll continue to provide, you know, a summary snapshot, so you can see how that money was spent and to whom and for what.
Maybe I'll give Cody a copy of it and he can put it in the paper so everybody.
That
knows.
sounds great, yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, I thank you for your time this evening.
We thank you for the report.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
So, we're not doing the 911 in Pyramid. I guess they bailed out on us again tonight, so. Cliff, you're up.
How y'all doing?
Why, hello, Cliff. You have great news for us, don't you?
Always, you know when I'm here, it's never good.
Just give it to Stephanie. She's in the back room.
So this is information on the chiller. We discussed at the last meeting that we had issues with it. I got 3 different prices. The first option that you're looking at there is the compressor replacement on the side that is running at the moment, that we're running on one compressor. Now,
So this is replacing the compressor that's down.
yes.
Okay.
And you have to, well, it's replacing both of them because they're twinned, so you have to replace both compressors.
Correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And to do all that, to lift it out, put everything back, refrigerant and everything all said, is $36,371 for that side.
Well, this option, it has labor 2570 and labor 33801.
Yeah.
So what's the price of the actual
Huber, it's $33,801 would be the price of the compressor.
compressor? Okay, all right,
And the labor's $25,700.
all right.
I don't know.
Got
When
it.
Huber sent this over, they did it on all 3 pages. They put labor. So that would run the chiller at 50%. That would be half of the chiller running.
With the 2 new compressors.
Yes.
Okay.
The side that the
Is-
compressor went out on is the side we're running right now. The other side had the coil leak.
Is there any warranty on that, or?
No. Or past warranty on them. They were usually on about 10 years.
Even with two new ones, say,
2 new ones.
if you put the 2,
We would get warranty on the compressors, yes. And it should be a 10-year warranty on the new compressors.
You said option 1 fixes the chiller to run at 50%.
Right.
Is that what the chiller normally runs at?
No.
Okay, I was
It
afraid
did-
that's what you were gonna
It
say.
did for years. When I got here 3 years ago, the one side wasn't ever running. It had never been charged with refrigerant.
Okay,
So we charged it back then and had the whole thing running. It can run on half of the chiller. It's basically one side or the other. But then you're overworking that one side. The whole main objective of it is when one side runs for a while, then the other one runs, just like our 2 boilers. We have one that runs, and then there's times when it shuts down and the other one will pick up and run.
so last year before, we replaced the boilers,
Yes.
right? The heat
Last
part of it, now it's
Yes.
time for the air part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
then-
Option 2?
Option 2 is the coils. There's 6 slabs of coil in there, and it's all one, it comes out in one piece. 3 of those are leaking.
So so basically, if we do anything, if we do it this way, we gotta buy option 1 and option 2.
Yes, if we want to run it at 100%. Which, okay, so the labor for that's $4,090. The total cost of the coil itself is $22,014 for a total of $26,104. So we would add that to the cost of the compressors to have the whole chiller running at 100%. And there again, that's holding 100 pounds of refrigerant on both sides.
So that's $62,475.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the astronomical number in option 3 for
Option
then?
3 is to replace the whole thing. Pulling that completely out, replacing everything. They do include some new piping, all new electrical, so on and so forth. The labor on that's $23,020 and the materials $152.31 for a total of $175,051. Now honestly, I don't see the point in replacing the whole thing. There is nothing wrong with the piping or the electrical.
What else is left to go wrong if we go with option 1 and 2?
The electrical.
Okay.
And the new stuff is a new, different type of refrigerant. As we all know, the EPA has phased out 410A already. And that's commercial and home stuff. So you have to go with this new refrigerant. Of course, it's more expensive. All the gauges, everything changed. So that's part of that extended cost in replacing the whole thing. But there again, if you're replacing the whole thing, the only benefit you're doing is getting new electrical components and stuff like that in.
So with the compressors and the coils that we gotta buy if we go that route, so there's guarantees with them, or?
Well, there'll be warranties, yes.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. I'd have to see what the warranty is on the coil itself, but I know the compressors are 10.
How many coils is there? 2?
6 on each side.
Oh, there's 6 on each side, and just one coil is,
3 of them are bad, but they're all linked together, so they're all brazed together and internally. So you have to replace the whole slab of 6 at one time.
so this price here is $26,104 for 6?
Yeah.
Well, it says 1 on this quote. So-
Well, it's all one piece, but there's 6 actual panels in there.
Okay.
3 of those panels are leaking.
And this is all out here.
Outside, yes.
All right, so if we go with option 1 or 2, if we go with option 1 and 2, do we shut down the chillers for a while to this building, AKA no air conditioning while they're doing the work?
While they're doing the work, yes.
And how, any ideas of that? Of how long it takes them to do
for
the...
each one.
Didn't they say they were gonna do that on weekends?
They can, I can have them do it on weekends. I mean,
Okay.
that could be a weekend project, you know. That would just be based on them getting a crane and all that, because there's no way you can lift that stuff up out
Right.
of heating compressors.
So where's this money come from? The war chest, or?
No, we have a cum cap development fund that's made for
We still got that
repairs.
much money left in it?
We're working on it, but yeah, it's dwindling, but this is what that fund is
Well,
made
that's why I was
for.
afraid to ask for it,
Yep.
where I didn't know.
Yep, that's what it's for.
Yeah, we do this.
Fixing things.
And we have the new boilers that should take care of the air conditioning for many years to come, as long as it's properly maintained and taken care of, you know. Same way with the boilers, when we had the boiler issue, we had the water issue on the boilers.
Were both of those installed at the same time? Any ideas? How old?
No, there was not.
Oh, the one was like 5 years old.
Yeah, the one boiler was.
No, not the boilers, this chiller,
You're saying-
this,
Yeah, that whole thing was all installed at one time.
Okay.
Yes, that's all original.
I guess the reason I ask that is if we've installed them in 2 different times, if, you know, one's been in there 20 years and the other's only been in there 5 years, do we
Yeah, no,
replace the,
They've both been in there.
Okay.
It's all original parts and materials. And there's about 2 to 3 week lead time on the compressors If you went with option 3, there's a 6-week lead time just to get the equipment.
The unit itself, how long before it is too old? Is this all the guts of that unit?
Pretty much.
Is that pretty much what? So we're getting, if we do option 1 and 2, we're getting a brand new air compressor, good night. A brand new chiller unit for air conditioning for this building.
Other than the piping in the
Okay.
electrical,
All right.
yes.
AKA the option 3.
Yes.
Okay, all right. And how much is in our fund, their auditor? Currently?
You still have like $500,000 that you can do for additional.
500,000, okay. All right.
Well, we can
I'm-
either tell Jim to open his windows up and tough through the summer, or
Now, I will.
Can we do the
reiterate
prosecutor's
this.
office in July?
We are getting ready to start the building work too, and that's gonna be another, right at 50,000.
You're gonna start to do what?
The building around the top.
Yes, the tuck point, right.
That's
Right.
starting, they're scheduled to be here last week in June, first week in July.
All right.
So I just reminding you that that money's coming out too.
But cum cap, every month, money goes into it? Is it once?
Property taxes.
It's property, so it's twice a
In
year?
December.
Okay, all right, it's twice a year. All right. So that number does not reflect taxes coming at all this year, so, yet.
Well, that, I gave you what is.
Projected.
Projected, yes.
Throughout the end of the year?
Mhm.
Okay. I make the motion, we go with option 1 and 2. That we bite the bullet, replace it. 62,475.
yep, that was my math.
So to me, I think we go not to exceed 65,000 out of cum cap development.
Or make it unanimous, but make sure that if they can do it on weekend.
Yeah, I can do that. Huber's pretty good about working with us on, I keep saying when we're gonna give them an office, but. But they're, yeah,
We don't
no,
have
they're,
her-
they're real good.
I did
about
not
working
say in
with
that
us.
motion, it's A.A. Huber and Son, that's, we might want to add that to that, my apologies, of Greencastle.
Go ahead with option 1 and 2 and get it.
Has to go to the council first.
Okay.
Next week, 2 weeks.
No, next month.
That'd be advertised if it's not already done, so.
Well, we don't want these people getting hot in the building.
I know, I've already heard.
I'm sorry, ma'am, in the back row, could you calm down? Wow.
It's
Yes.
a tough crowd. All right, well, we'll just,
Thank you, Cliff.
I'll let them know that.
Appreciate it.
We're gonna go that way as long as council does their job. Thank you.
Mr. Clint, you're up, buddy.
All right. First thing I have has to do with the Ocala Covered Bridge. Over a month ago, we sent out a request for quotes on the rehab of that bridge to open it up to traffic again. We sent the request to CivilCon, CLR, and ECS. We haven't got a reply from any of those.
Nobody wants to fix it.
We did get a reply from Column Excavating from Park County, who basically specializes in covered bridges. They do a lot of Park County's bridges. The estimate for this would include repairs on the bridge to make it structurally sound again to carry traffic, as well as a new roof and all new siding. So it would be basically rehab, to the extent you can rehab one. Actually, it'll look like a new covered bridge. Price on that comes to a total of $296,435.
296,000 what, 400 what?
435. Here's the estimate.
Is that close to what estimates we thought, isn't it?
Yes.
Right.
It's
Yep.
cheaper, actually.
Yeah. So- Does it say in there a timeline?
They said they could probably get it worked in this year. It would be fall by the time they got that. That includes all the work, and then Courthouse and Barker's estimate that you had approved at an earlier date would include all the permitting, both state and federal, for DNR.
So with
and-
those two added, what would be the total cost?
I think it's 300, it should be like 300, and I can't remember what that.
What was Kurtz on Barker's?
I'm getting there. They came to $68,900. And that was site visit, data collection, structural analysis, the bridge load rating, the rehabilitation plan preparation, the 401 IDEM and the 404 Corps of Engineer permit, and the Indiana Department of Natural Resources construction and a floodway permit.
So it'd be a total of $365,335.
We've already approved the 68.9, right?
That's
Mhm.
correct, yes.
So where did the 296 come from?
That's the construction.
I know,
cost.
but where do we pay for this out of?
Cume Bridge.
Yeah. Okay.
So we currently have the money to do that.
Yep. So do we need a motion for this,
Yep.
if we want to? I'll make the motion that we hire Column Excavating LLC out of Rockville, Indiana, to rehab and fix Ocala Bridge. Insert bridge number.
I'd have to look at it.
Darn good question, right?
Hold on. I got it. I got that. Let's see, bridge number 121.
Thank you. For a total of $296,435.
Second.
And that money will be coming out of Cume Bridge.
Yes.
Is that already, that has to go to the council too, correct?
This part of it does.
Right, yeah, okay.
Go ahead, ma'am.
How does this affect the money that's set aside for the Dunbar Bridge in the next couple of years?
It won't have an effect on that. Yeah,
I
that's,
just want to make sure we don't
yeah,
forget that.
we make sure to keep that amount separate each year, so.
I thought you did, I just
Yep.
want to make sure.
Didn't you get the memo? They backdated that to 2040 now.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's question 2 of 3,
Can we sign that?
Yeah, just sign it.
just so you know,
We can all sign it.
for those keeping score.
Well, while we're on the subject
What is
of
dated 4th, isn't it?
Yeah.
covered bridges,
Oh,
Let's talk about our other covered bridge.
we'll talk about our other covered bridge.
Let's talk about it. What you got, Clint?
I've got to sign it too.
Daniel Kurtzel and his associates went down to Huffman Covered Bridge, done a thorough inspection of that bridge. Apparently, it's not as bad as we once thought.
Really?
How about it's leaning?
It
Oh, it is.
I was in it the other day.
That's why it's leaning. You walked in it.
Hey, you're cut off now. That was it.
President.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Apparently, the lean can be corrected. Obviously, there's some structural issues with it as far as the low chords and the main supporting beams and the arches. He talked like it would be a similar fix to Ocala as far as what needs to be done with that to open it up to not heavy traffic, but normal traffic.
Hyundais?
Yeah, pulling a trailer.
Yes.
But as far as cost, they don't have that yet. We haven't received an estimate on that. But that would be something probably, once we get the figures and it's either agreed or not agreed upon, that would be something to look at for next year.
Okay.
That they did say that they thought that it could be opened to normal traffic.
Which covered bridge was this?
Huffman County.
Huffman.
Well, that's a huge positive, because we thought it was a goner.
Yeah.
As did I.
As
Yeah.
we would be building the bridge around it.
So, I mean, I don't know what the numbers will be.
No, understood, but
'Cause
it's
it is,
encouraging.
It's the largest covered bridge in the county, and I'm sure it'll
Yes.
be,
It's gotta be one of the largest ones in the state. What is it, 158 feet long?
that's like 182.
Oh, 182.
Yeah, it's close to 200 feet.
So,
It probably only costs about $6 million to put a bridge in beside it.
Yeah. Along with the new road. So anyway, move along, community crossings. I spoke with Milestone last week, possible start on our roads this week.
really, wow.
Yeah, that's way earlier than
That's way, or that's
it's
awesome.
normally been, so. Given the unsettled weather this week, it may not be this week, but he talked like it would be this month for sure. We were told that we can submit for 2027 community crossings, September 1st.
Okay.
So
So we need to get on a road list, don't we?
I started on that today.
Yep.
So I'll have a road list at some point for you gentlemen to look at and see what you'd like to do with the community crossings for next year. And I'll have a list for in-house paving and all the other stuff that we need to look at. But, so, anyway, that's good news. Dust control, I spoke with Lee Hoopengartner. He said after school was out, he would come back to do the dust control. So we're on track for that. I did talk to a Shelby from Great Lakes Chloride. I was curious about the price of the calcium treatment for dust control. They're a bit higher. For 300 feet of calcium dust control, it comes to $471. So, but that's an option.
What does the highway department have to do? Do you have to prep stuff? Do they,
We would
do you have the
prep-
same things you have to do?
It'd be one less step. We would prep it, but we would not cover it with anything. So, it'd be easier on us, but it is more expensive for the
homeowner?
homeowner, so. But, yeah, I do have a number for that if anyone does want it, but
Is there residue or anything that gets on the vehicles if that does have to set, like the oil and?
it should probably set a little while, but it's nothing like the oil is. They can spray it, you can wait a few minutes and drive over it.
Okay.
Josh needs some.
Probably.
I need a lot.
How many thousand feet? Let's see, the fuel situation. The pumps at the county highway department are out of gas. We expended the resources on the gas. We do have diesel fuel left for the next day or so. After that, we'll be transferring diesel to a temporary tank for our use, and then demolition will start on our current facilities.
Did you get your tank?
You got it? Yeah.
It's got a pretty little fence around it too, doesn't it?
It's hot wired.
It's hot wired.
And as of the week of May 11th, we'll be starting the 4-day weeks, 10-hour days.
Is that what you really want to do?
Yeah. I think that's a general consensus with everyone at the highway department. They're more a fan of the 3-day weekends than the 10-hour days, but, that's human nature.
I don't think they're a fan of working 11-hour days, though.
Neither.
So
What is it? Is it just be 2 holidays
3 total,
that affect that?
be 3 total, I think. The July 4th, Juneteenth, Memorial Day perhaps?
I'll just give you my honest opinion. I'm not in favor of it, but that's mine.
Honesty's the best policy.
I think we're better off just work 8 hours a day for 5 days, but that's my opinion.
All right, I appreciate your opinion.
Next.
When are you gonna pay you for cement plant roads, those bridges?
That's the first thing on the hit list, are the bridges on cement plant
I
roads.
crossed them today, that's pretty
Yeah,
rough.
so that'll be the first thing we hit, hopefully next week, if the weather holds, so. So yep, that's on the target list first. And we'll probably start in the south part of the county and move our way north.
Always start in the south.
Not always.
If you'd be in favor of 4-day week, maybe never mind. I couldn't help myself, I'm sorry. My apologies.
See, by the time we get up north, we get all the bugs worked out. That's it.
There you go. So the asphalt plant is open?
It is open, yes. Yep.
O2,
Yes,
when's the grinder coming?
it's ordered. It should be on its way anytime it's paid for. So
Okay.
it's just a matter of getting it shipped here.
Well, don't forget about that down there at Reelsville.
We're by the old store, by the post office.
Probably need to go there and talk to Dale again. See if his offer still stands.
I'll make a note to do that. All right. All right. Gentlemen, that's all I have, unless you have something for me.
Thanks, Clint. Have you found somebody to run the motor in since we lost him?
Yeah, we're gonna make do with what we got, so, for now. And if that doesn't work, we'll try something
If
different.
anybody's hunting for a part-time job this summer, see Clint.
Sitting in a tractor.
Josh, what are you doing?
Thanks, Clint.
Yep, thank you guys. Not enough, probably.
Okay. All right, next is our minutes.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Second, unanimous.
Mail. I think we had some mail. Did we have mail?
We have 1 report.
One report.
Where's it at? This one? Is that the mail?
It's with the minutes.
It's with the minutes?
It should have been underneath.
It's right there. It's that treasurer's report.
Oh, the treasurer's report. Well, this is from the clerk.
Clerk.
Putnam County and the Circuit and Superior Courts. Their balance of all deposits has been $1,356,948.94. You guys want to look at it?
You betcha. Pass her down. See what we got.
I don't think your name's in the back of it, Rick.
Ah, shoot.
You ready?
I'm ready, dude.
Okay. Come on up. I guess who's talking about the sheriff's cars?
Yep, whole business.
Yeah.
Same to Jake from Enterprise and Sergeant Bowler, that's more information for you.
See, I even brought it. We'll have to look it up again.
I'll be short and sweet before they get up there. We just
want to appreciate you guys for letting us table this topic for a few. We needed to slow down a little bit, dig a little deeper into our entire fleet program. So we not only have our patrol division, we also have several responsibilities that require vehicles in our department. And with this addition that we made with Jake, we feel this would help out with our future budget request. So if you don't have any questions for me, I'll let Jake take care of it from here.
Good evening.
Hello again.
How are you? All righty. Kept mostly the same stuff as last time. If you guys want to go ahead and jump into the numbers. The additions that we made, we did the 24 patrol units, and then about 9 other vehicles from civil process to reserves and some pool vehicles, just ensuring that we're taking care of the entire sheriff's department. So that page there. This year they had slotted for 3 vehicles to be purchased. Those are, from what I hear, already built and ready to start upfitting. So that 2026 line, that includes those 3 vehicles. The cash down there, that is the equipment, half of the equipment down. The lease cost, that is assuming a 12-month number. So with it being May, and by the time those would get built, that would probably be about 50% of that number for this year. The resale amount, that is a conservative amount for the 3 vehicles that they would turn in for those 3. Maintenance and fuel, we're just estimating what you would spend there. So really the 3 columns on the left is what we would look at for this, rounding out about 20 grand total for the remainder of the year. With all that being said, I believe they had 30 grand still in their budget before anything was approved for next year. In full, what we're looking at, and then for next year, 11 vehicles to add into that program. Cash down for those equipment, the lease cost, and then the resale amount for those 11 would equate to about 191, 192. So effectively, your budget would still be cut in half for next year. Your capital budget would still be cut in half. And then 2028, with the resale amount, the lease cost, and the cash amount, your budget would stay about the same as well. So through 2028, there would essentially be no budget change. As you start to get into the program, 2029 and 2030, this would be essentially when the budget, capital budget would go up. If you see on the far right, 2027 and 2028, with your budget staying the same, once you start realizing some operational savings, that's where that number on the far right is, that 178 and the 108. Just some quick numbers on that, and part of our program is to help you all utilize those funds and put them back into the fleet to make it cheaper. So without changing any budgets at all, if you get to 2029 and 2030, it's $20,000 more expensive. With 2027 and 2028, utilizing that $280,000, if you were to take the $187,000 or the $178,000 savings from next year, if you all assume the exact same budget, that is a $12,000 down payment you could put on all 14 vehicles that would be on lease. That would effectively lower your total lease cost for the entire fleet. And then do it again in 2028 with that $100,000, put that towards the 8 new leases. It's about another $12,000 that you could put into each lease, effectively lowering 2029 and 2030. I know that was a lot of numbers, so feel free to hit me with some questions.
Are you ready?
Hit me.
Oh, boy. Here we go. All right, so going left to right, and make sure I understand it correctly.
Yep.
So 2027, we're going to give you $126,000 cash, right?
Correct.
And then we're going to pay you $174,171,
Correct.
right?
Yep.
Who pays the $74,164 for maintenance?
You all do. I am.
So that's
essentially-
included in that number, so we had to add all those numbers together.
So all I'm doing from left to right, when I have the total over there, I'm showing approximately what you're going to spend in operational. It's the
Right.
whole philosophy of newer vehicles cost less to operate than older vehicles. So I'm just showing you're not paying us maintenance, you're not paying us for fuel. I'm just showing essentially with newer vehicles, that budget is gradually going to decrease.
Okay, so 126 and 174. But where's the $327,084 in the second to the right column come from?
Essentially taking the 126
Yep.
cash down, adding in your lease costs,
Mm-hmm,
subtracting your equity from the 11 vehicles we're reselling, that 191,
okay.
and then adding in your maintenance and
So
approximated
A plus
fuel.
B minus C equals D,
Very
correct?
close, yep.
right?
Yep.
Okay, all right. Hey, that's the way I gotta do it. I gotta
It's
keep
like
it,
filling out your farm report.
right, I gotta keep it in my head here. I guess I'm just trying to figure out what budgets the sheriff has to go to the council with.
So through 2028, your budgets can stay the exact same. You don't have to move any kind of maintenance budgets over, any type of operational savings over to your capital budget. When you see,
But-
go ahead.
Well, but you say they stay the same,
So if
but
you-
the total for 27 is 327,000, then it goes to 396, 528, and 526.
correct. So their
Those
current capital budget is 250,000. Their maintenance budget is 100,000. And then their fuel budget, I'm not sure what your fuel budget is, but.
Yeah, but fuel and maintenance included in that total. That's what you just said.
So their capital budget and their maintenance budget together is 350 before you even get into fuel. That's where that savings comes in, is essentially with the resale of those 11 vehicles, $100,000 maintenance budget, we're estimating they would only spend 74 of that. And then their fuel budget, we estimated a minuscule $15,000 savings with 14 new vehicles. So approximately, that's where that 178 comes in, is we're assuming because the resale amount is essentially covering all of their lease payments for next year.
Yeah.
And then their maintenance drops a little bit, their fuel drops a little bit, so effectively they're not using much of their capital budget at all next year. For the sake of this, if you want, look at the cash.
All I'm
through-
saying is going to the council asking for $500,000 each year for vehicles?
It's not just, it's the vehicles, their maintenance, and their fuel, is that total column over there. So it's approximately what they need for their
Now,
lease costs.
Jakester, that's not what you said up here in 2027. You said A plus B minus C.
A plus B minus C plus
And-
D
and
plus E equals.
Ixnay
Yep.
so now we got D and E and F?
So we're just-
Man!
We're just adding all of these up. This is a negative, so just add all the way
Okay,
across. and that
so
equals that.
how do I figure out what the sheriff department has to ask the council for each year?
A plus B plus C.
Okay,
These are all just operational stuff over here, which is
Okay.
two separate
right.
budgets. This is just your capital budget over here.
okay. All right. Sorry.
Nope,
I'm
you're
being
fine.
difficult, but
You're
I'm not
fine.
being difficult, if
Nope,
that
you're
makes
good.
sense.
Make it
You
easy
see
on
what
you.
I'm saying, or am I out in left field?
So that's 361,720 for this year, right?
For this year?
No, it's actually 110 grand,
Oh, never mind.
because you gotta
I'm looking
deduct
at- I'm adding up-
191?
I'm adding
Yeah.
up 27's cost.
I was wondering, I was like, I don't see a 361 anywhere on my.
All right, I was adding up, well, you said
So
A plus B plus C.
effectively, your most expensive year would be 2029, and your capital budget there would be 350 total.
Okay,
And that's before we recognize any kind of operational savings to effectively, you would have 31 of your 33 vehicles on the program at that point. You would have those funds to move over to your capital budget.
So for 2027, their budget, they're gonna ask for $108,471. If you take cash plus lease minus resale.
Correct. That's
Right.
what they would, if they.
That's what their budget's gonna show you're gonna ask for. Okay, all right. So then in 2030,
It's about 250.
it's 400,747.
2028?
2030.
Okay.
So you're gonna have cash plus lease
Yep,
minus
so
resale.
427.
Plus
there's
410.
400, and then subtract that again.
Oh,
'cause
you got
that's
it,
the same-
okay.
Yep.
You
so
take
about
that one out too?
350, yep.
Okay, all right. Thanks, man.
So it'd be
So-
actually cheaper in 2030 than 2029.
2030, we are, if you look at the 2030, the last two vehicles come onto the program, and then that 42,620 is assuming those first three vehicles this year would be replaced that year as well. So that's when you're going to start seeing your numbers go down again, kind of similar to what we proposed with the highway, with the vehicles that they could replace this year and roll into the next vehicles. Effectively, it would lower their payments by 20,000. That's essentially what 2030 would be starting with for you all.
Josh, you good with all this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
This
Are you
includes,
sure?
this includes their upfitting, lights, the whole 9 yards. It
So at
doesn't.
the end of this, if you start them this year, then them cars that get replaced in 4 years, all the lights and everything will be put on those cars, so we'll be saving money that way.
I assumed, in this, I assumed that everything would need to be replaced, just to show you essentially a worst-case scenario, but if you guys are currently keeping them about 7 to 8 years, so they're getting 7 to 8 years of life, if we're replacing them every 3 to 4 years, essentially you would be able to transfer most of it over, and we would recommend transferring it over to, it's expensive equipment.
Sheriff?
What's your thoughts?
It goes back to, like we've been asked to do, and like it should be doing, which is give you options. We just sold them for $375 a piece, right, in the scrapyard. So that's one way if you want to back up and say that's kind of deal. One of the things that Sergeant Bowler's been working on was when we buy 3 Tahoes and we pay them off on loans, none of this would have interest with it, is that right? No. Right, so when we pay them off now, 3 Tahoes a year, we pay $18,000 in interest to the bank, not to cars. 3-year loan for 7 Tahoes, if we move up to, on a flip rate like this, we'd be paying $49,000 a year in just bank interest if we borrow money like we are now to pay for cars. And so we'd have that savings also. And again, this is 100% about the evolution, I think, of law enforcement to moving to where those are our offices, and we're working out of them. And we are driving and picking up more bailiwicks every year. And I think this is a good way to manage it. Sergeant Bowler has worked a lot on it, and a lot of phone calls, because I almost have to have a grease board, and you're doing better than me on most of it. But it does, after you look at it about 10 times, it is A plus B minus C equals D. And it's about fleet maintenance. I know it's the title of the piece of paper, but it really is about a long-term plan to look at something that we probably will never get rid of, as much as I like the horses. My great white threw the rider off, Sunday, so that was, or Sunday, so that was no fun. Saturday. Anyway, I think this is a good option. Whether how the council chooses to pay for it, or if they do, is going to be up to them. But I think for you guys have to sign off on titles of cars and owning them. I think the days of giving them to fire departments is gone. The last transmission was 66,000 something. I mean, and that's just to keep the fleet going now. And we really would be avoiding that. We would be letting somebody who does it to make money, by all means. I mean, they're not up here as a pauper, we're not helping them stay alive. We're actually just doing, I think, what we see in law enforcement in general. And these are the numbers, and we'll give you some more information if you need it, but this is a long-term plan to handle a fleet of 25 merit deputies out running the roads, 1,000 calls a month. That's what it is.
So you're ready to move forward?
I am. I'm much more comfortable now than the last meeting we discussed it. Thank you.
Well, since I asked the Jakester here all the crazy questions,
If you've got some more, hit me.
I will,
You're not the pioneers, so.
I will make the
feel free.
motion
Second.
that we approve Enterprise to do fleet management for the Sheriff's Department I don't know how detailed you want that motion. There's lots of numbers here.
The
So-
one thing I did have a
Oh,
private
boy,
conversation.
Bob, I just made the motion.
Trying to help you out here.
Don't tell them about the Dutch Viper.
Is.
That was my question.
That's buried in here.
How many cars is he getting?
Just one, but the make and model's hidden in here. There are 3 vehicles that are already built that need to be moved to JTN to get their upfitting this year. Previously, they were going to take out a bond that was apparently already approved here. So today, if you wanted to make a motion for those 3 vehicles to be approved on the program, I think we were going to take the remaining program for next year's funds to council to get approved that way.
So we've already approved 3 vehicles earlier.
Last year.
Yes, last year.
And then these are the ones
Yep,
we ordered last
yep,
year. We don't
okay.
get to know.
So we need to just transfer those to the enterprise system
Essentially,
instead of First National Bank. I think that's who financed them. Yeah. Oh, Tom, I didn't ask if he was okay with this.
I'm on board with it.
Okay. My apologies.
Takes a lot of stuff off my plate.
So-
Yes,
So-
Sergeant Muller, as first sergeant, has been able to take.
Mr. Inslee, how do we handle that one?
Which one?
A, B, or C, right?
Getting her
We
money back.
previously approved 3 vehicles for the sheriff's department
Right.
that were financed through First National Bank. They have not taken, they're ready to take ownership of them, but if we transfer them to enterprise, then we do not do the financing through First National. I don't know if they'll charge us anything for backing out, or that's something we're gonna have to find out. So, not saying they will, but who knows?
What meeting were those approved at?
That's a darn good question.
Was that the one where Nathan Scott, or
That was back last year.
was it when Nathan Scott?
And here's the problem, didn't we sign documents?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to,
Rick was president then, so he'll.
Hey, Rick, Jake had done this a lot. He probably has a plan.
What we could probably.
because the bank's gonna have to
What we
release
could do
us out of the contract.
is we could potentially pay the bank for the loan, and then we put it on our program that way. We do it all quite
So will
often,
that change these numbers?
Not unless the bank marks it up.
When does this go to the council next month, correct? Right? It won't, I don't think it'll go this month, will it?
It's too late to advertise any additional for this month. It'll have to be next month.
We can get a lot of work done between now and then.
Okay.
We get the council to start having 2 meetings a month.
You know, I've already thought about that, so
Second.
we need to talk with the rest of the council members.
Okay, so back to the original
We'll just
motion,
pull- I
Christina.
need to pull those agreements that you guys signed, take a look at it.
So I guess I'll just leave that motion as, we're gonna transfer fleet management over to enterprise. And there'll be some kind of contract, and this is a 5-year deal?
Contingent on.
Con-
loans.
Yeah, well, the 3 is contingent on talking to First National Bank about, because I know we've signed all those contracts. So, I don't know what else to add to it. There you go, Presidente.
Yes, sir.
I'll make it unanimous.
So, all right. Good job, gentlemen. Good job.
Hey, he's got the county highway on there. Is that just for us to look
I
at?
can touch on highway if you guys want.
Oh, boy, is this more math problems?
This looks easier than
I went-
This is a little
I went to
easier.
South Putt, you know.
Highway Department had a conversation with Tom and Andy about their current leases. Annually, right now, on 6 vehicles, they're spending about $82,000. It's about $11.43 a month. Talking through their annual needs and the vehicles they were needing, just some numbers that I had sent over to them. Looking at potentially right-sizing some of their vehicles, they're currently running 3/4 tons for all of those. If we were to transfer 2 of those to half-tons and 1 to a Colorado, lease payments follow. Ultimately, at the bottom right corner, you see your new estimated total would be about just over 60,000. So essentially, if we sold 4 vehicles early, it would generate about $21,000 of annual savings.
And this chart's way better.
Sorry.
I like it. I like this one. This is way easier to
Use this
follow.
format a little bit.
You don't have to, you don't have to add A, B, and C.
Correct, that's right. Kudos on this one. So we're right in the middle of leases with you on these, so how
Correct.
does
So
that work?
These are about 2 years old. So what we would do is they are in a positive equity position, and this is part of our program where we meet with you all 2 to 3 times a year, is to review where you're at in an equity position, what you're spending in maintenance. These 4 are in a positive equity position, so essentially what we would do is transfer the equipment to the new vehicles, sell those older vehicles, proceeds come back, and we put it as a down payment on the new vehicles, hence why the payment is drastically lower.
Okay.
Bet we're not getting the pickups that we got though.
Correct, we're not getting the same kind.
Yeah, I mean, we're not,
Right.
they're not all 3/4 ton four-wheel drive.
But we've determined that we technically don't need all 3/4 tons, correct?
Right.
Clint? Yes, no, maybe?
We could use them at times, but we wouldn't have to have them. We do have a single axle now that we can pull certain trailers with, that would take the load off the pickups. The only thing they would have in it would be a fuel tank.
Well, you can put them in a half ton or a Colorado, so.
We put those in half-ton pickup. I know we had some discussion with Jacob. I know we were kind of having trouble seeing the savings. We were going through the numbers, kind of like you guys were. So we had a discussion with him today. He was going to, you did send us a revised
Yep,
estimate on
so-
that. I didn't get a chance to.
So these are the revised numbers. Essentially, even if you kept as is all 3/4 tons, it's not going to be a $20,000 savings. But effectively, it would be about a $6,000 savings just by getting into newer vehicles. And that's what the program's about, is newer vehicles cost less to operate, using that equity, putting it into the new lease, and effectively combating inflation and keeping your payments the same, if not lower.
You don't plan on switching jobs anytime soon, do you?
I do enjoy what I do.
Okay, all right. All right.
It's not what I went to
There was a
school
reason
with,
for that
so.
question. Yeah, there's a reason.
He sells this to us, then he leaves.
That's right. All right, so if Christina, we currently have leases, we currently have budgets. If we decide to change this up, the dollar amount is less than what's currently budgeted for the year. So do we have to go to the council for that? Is this something we can just readjust contracts? How does that work?
It's just contracts, that's you. You don't have to go to the council. if
Because
you
there's no
want.
fiscal, actually, there's a positive fiscal impact because it's less money, right? Okay, all right.
So
Can
what
we-
do you think?
Can we wait a couple weeks so we can,
I'd like to run the numbers with him again.
okay,
And that way, Rob and I both have a better understanding, exactly what's going on before we say yes.
okay. Thank you for the explanation.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, and we would like to take over the maintenance of our vehicles.
Yep, so that is included, take that off the program.
So we'll see you at the 1st of June.
1st of June? Okay.
And
Thank you.
where does the maintenance happen for the sheriff vehicles? Do you know that yet?
Yes.
Sorry to throw one at you at the end.
On the next page after the highway.
Oh,
Part of the maintenance program is there are 3 preferred vendors here in the Greencastle, Putnam County area. Neil Tire, the York Chevrolet dealership, and then there is, I believe, one other, a little bit closer, which I believe they were already using York and Neil Tire. If there's another location that they're using, we do add the occasional vendor in some areas where there's not a ton.
okay, got you. Thank you.
You guys got any old business?
I have
Or new
three,
business?
I
You
have-
got one new business, we forgot to add it to the agenda.
well,
Or you don't want to talk?
No, yes and no.
Okay.
Can I make a motion to add something to our agenda, please? I want to talk about a new program with Thrive. And we're just going to talk about Thrive. So I was approached, we use Thrive out of Terre Haute for our economic development stuff, senior programs, a little bit of rural transit, a little bit of meals, just different things for folks in this county. I sit on that board. They are working on a brand-new program that Montgomery County is currently doing. It's up to $500,000 per grant. It is a grant that, and I'm just going to give you the broad terms. I don't have all the details. I just learned about this last week. So I'm going to get more details and bring to the other two commissioners. But on the surface, it looks like a really good program for the constituents of our county. Basically, it is you apply for a grant to the state and the federals for up to $500,000 to do work on homeowners on their homes. It's more for fixed income. There are income limits that you have to follow. It covers things that if you need a roof, if you need air conditioning, heaters, windows, different things. It's basically a program to help maintain the value of homes in your county. It is a grant. It is a 10% match plus administration fees. So if you've got $500,000, if you were awarded the grant, for instance, Montgomery County got $410,000. I believe they helped here we go back to math. But if you take the average homeowner in Montgomery County over the past year, used $14,430 some is what the average bill was at their house. They build ramps for people who are in wheelchairs. There's several things that fall into this category. To me, it looks like an extraordinary program. Yes, it's going to cost the county some money, $50,000, up to $50,000 plus administrative fees. Thrive takes care of everything. They, let's say that we go to a constituent's house and they qualify and they need a ramp. So they vet the contractors in the community. They get bids. They go through the whole process. They follow the construction. They bring those bids to the commissioners and the auditor. They do all the paperwork, all the legwork, and then they bring us the results and the finished product. So I'm going to get a lot more information. I talked just a little bit to Tom and Andy about it, and so I want to bring that back next month and try to look at it in more in depth. And I will bring the Thrive folks here to give a presentation if that's okay.
Yep.
So, yep.
We better jump at it so some other county don't get it.
Yeah, and well, there's, and I know they're salespeople, don't get me wrong, but there's room for, in their area, one more county that they can take care of for the rest of for next year, 2027. So.
Is this 1 year grant?
It's a 1 year deal, but you can reply year after year depending on your need. So yeah, that's the new business that I wanted to bring up. Okay. Old business.
Yeah.
I have 3 items. Last meeting I talked about the buzz bomb. There's a fund over at the Community Foundation for maintenance of that. I've talked to them. They are starting the process, Christina, of getting approvals from their board to transfer that fund. We have to create a fund and a place to put it, and it is only to be used for maintenance of the buzz bomb, is what it's for. I asked him this morning when I talked about, when I talked to Dean Gamble this morning about it, the one question I forgot to ask him is how much money's in that fund? I don't think it's an extraordinary number. So he's going to work on getting approvals. I guess I need to ask between you and Jim, what process does the commissioners need to do? What do we need to go through to transfer that?
We probably just need to meet with somebody at the foundation and just make sure, because those funds are all different as far as,
Okay.
But I can talk to Dean and just,
We'll set up some kind of meeting and have him, yeah, so he was, okay, all right, so that we can get
that's
that
who you've been
transferred.
talking to, though, Dean.
Dean Gamble,
Yeah,
yep.
I'll send him an
yep,
email
yep,
and just say, let's
yep.
meet sometime.
Because, talking to Cliff, there's definitely maintenance that needs done on that buzz bomb that we need to get to maintain it, so. All right, so that's the first one. Those of you that didn't live in a hole, we had this event in 2020, which created an ARPA fund that was distributed to every town, county, city in the United States. Putnam County got $7.3 million out of that. We have dispersed that throughout the years. We are still doing reports. I did a report. It's due every March 30th. I got that report in. We currently have about $26,000 left in that fund. I would really like to spend the rest of that this year so we can close it out and be done.
So what can we spend it on?
We can spend it on absolutely anything Rick wants.
That's fine.
And Andy and Tom. So, yeah, so, but no, there are no, so there was and to make a short story long, there was a lot of reports due, but we fell under the 10 million rule, which meant that we filled out certain reports saying we received under $10 million, so that money is available to use for anything. Okay, so, but yeah, I'd really like to close that out this year.
So can we use that on our air conditioning units?
You know what? Absolutely. So, yep, but,
So Jim don't get hot in July?
so yeah, we need to figure out, I'll get with Christina, because Baker Tilly helps me with those reports. And so they will have, we just finished the report, so there will be a bill coming, and then we'll have another bill in March of '27. So we need to figure out, at least save that much, and then, do with the rest, okay? My last thing is, once again, if you've been living in a hole, I paid $5.40 for diesel today.
Where
So,
at?
and
I wanna go buy it.
the other side of Indy. But fuel budgets for every department. We need to do some numbers, the
Yeah.
department heads, and figure out fuel budgets, and we're definitely gonna run short by the end of the year.
Yeah, that's
So-
going up.
So we've got to figure out how much we're gonna run short and where we're gonna find that money.
You might want to keep that money for that.
So, yeah, so, yep. Anyway, that's all I got.
Tom, you got any? I do. We're gonna have to, we'll put this out there, so if anybody lives in Clinton Township and they have a
Yes.
little bit of fire experience, please contact one of us commissioners, because we gotta make an appointment to the Walnut Creek Fire Department District. We have one member that he's moved to Greencastle, so he can no longer serve on it. So, or if any of you guys have any suggestions for anybody that lives in Clinton Township, get with me, Rick, or whoever. Let's see, I brought up my highway worker 5-day thing already, so I think I don't have anything else. I just want to bring that Walnut Creek thing up.
Yep,
And everybody go vote tomorrow.
yeah, don't forget to vote.
Anyway,
You got anything?
I'm asking for an adjournment.
Question?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
The edit monies, my wife is the manager at the Isaiah House and has not heard anything back on the edit money, on her edit grant. Where's the status on that?
You
They should be
need-
getting their money soon on that.
Yeah,
So
just-
it has been approved and said, okay,
Yep.
she hadn't.
I don't remember if we
hadn't
wanted-
heard
Do you
any
know,
contact.
do you know if she got with the auditor's office to,
Yes.
all the addresses where the money goes and banks and all?
I
Yep.
believe that's been done, yes.
Okay. All right.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Unanimous. Thank you all.
Thank you.
You know, the day this week is better than others.
Yes, Buttercup.
I put you on the hearing.
Good job.
See you.
Monday, don't have anything going on.
Would you scan it and email me a copy of that?
Shut yours off, Tom.
I don't touch this, the bid that they opened up, I didn't quite understand what that, or does he have it?
The vehicles?
Yeah. They bid on every vehicle? The stuff
talking
that
about
Andy-
Enterprise,
stuff
or you're
that
talking about
Andy-
the old
No, the old, yeah, the old vehicles. The stuff Andy was reading off, it was like a price for each one.
He broke it down.
But he has it up there?
There's
Okay.
only 11 vehicles that got purchased.
What are we gonna do with the rest of them?
We talked about that. We wanted to get this done first.
Is he gonna do, are they gonna do that? Okay.
But I wanted to.
That's what I was just, okay, that's fine. All right. We're on the same page. I was confused. I was like, what the? I was hoping they'd just give us like 10,000, so how much was the total? 5, okay. Yeah, I knew there was around 30.
I need to find out what we're going to approve.
Okay, we're good to go. So we can get those out of here and, okay. I think we'll see how they do, and if they do a good job, I think we just say, we count that bid we just did as, who bid on these? Maybe just talk to him about it. No, because I kind of left it open. I said to get rid of 15 to, nobody else bid, so what difference, you know what I mean?
Gordon was confused. Your post did. It says something like, you can't purchase more than 15 right now or something.
No, it was just, let's see.